Took like 8 hours to drive out here yesterday, Dave. That was a long drive.
That was a long drive, and the last two were completely in the dark.
But I think it was worth it because look at what we get to wake up to.
Yep, we're waking up to some sand dunes that are 650 feet tall, Eureka Dunes.
Eureka Dunes. And we're in the northern section of Death Valley National Park. It is one of the largest national parks in the country.
That's right. And what are we going to be taking pictures of, Mark?
So coming in last night gave me an idea for a picture. Remember how dark it was?
And the Milky Way was shining bright.
It was just really the only light out here. So I'm thinking that maybe what we do is we line up the Milky Way with sand dunes.
Nice.
Which is, you know, I mean, that's pretty cool in and of itself.
Yep.
But to kick it up a notch, we do what I call time bracketing.
Time bracketing?
Time bracketing. You ready for this?
Tell me.
So if you don't move the camera at all, and you take a picture, even now in the daylight, and then you take another one at night, you can merge the two later in post.
Ah, so you're kind of capturing different exposures over a given amount of time.
Over there, so it's got to be kind of northwest, southeast. So the dunes have to be lined up with us. That dune has to be over here.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, good. Wow, the sand. First exposure at ISO 200.
So the specifics are 200 ISO, f2.8, and shutter speeds, whatever.
Yep.
And then don't move a thing. And then come back, change the ISO to
1600 or
32. And do one at 1600, one at 3200, and then take one at 10, 20, and 30 seconds.
That's it.
By the time we got back to our intended spot on the dune, the clouds rolled in. So I resorted to plan B, which was taken about 20 feet from the campfire. This is taken at 5 p.m. for 1 second exposure at f5 at 200 ISO. About an hour later, I took the stars at 20 seconds at f4 at 1600 ISO, and what I'm going to show you next is how to merge the two. The first move in Lightroom is to go back to grid view, select the two files that you want to combine in Photoshop, right click on them, go to edit in, and down to open as layers in Photoshop. What that does is it brings your two image files up, one on top of the other, inside the layers palette. You can turn the top one off by selecting the little eyeball, and it reveals the shot below, which in this case is the stars. Now the trick here is to go up to the layer blending mode and go from normal to lighten. What that does is it reveals everything that's lighter in the file below it. That, in this case, shows the stars. The next moves are just my normal editing moves. I added a little texture to the dunes, and then I darkened the bottom, and then I added some density to the sky, and then a little bit of saturation for the final move. How far do you think it is over there?
I bet you it's about a mile.
Mile?
Yeah, what do you think?
Let's find out.